And I'm Nicole Carrasco.
I hope everyone's MLK Day was amazing.
Yeah, Nishka was nice, but even more informative was the college applications. As seniors, we have to start preparing for college and figuring out the college process.
Oh my god, Nicole, you are so correct. Oh my god, Nicole, there's so much stuff I have to do. I have to do Common App, financial aid, narrowing down my college list, increasing my SAT scores, and so on. Thank you for reminding me, Nicole.
My pleasure, Nishka. I am in the same predicament. For seniors, there are some important college due dates that are fastly approaching.
That is not the only due date that we need to be concerned about. Next Friday is the last day of the term, so remember guys, get these grades up.
That is very true. If anyone needs guidance, remember to check in with your teachers and your guidance counselors. For some advice on what to do with this intense time, OBTV has some clips from the Guidance and College and Career Center team. How about we actually go to them right now?
Good morning, OB. My name is Melanie Defina, and I'm here with the U.S. Fire Advisor, Ms. Cora.
Hi, I'm Miss Cora. I work as the Affordability Advisor here at O'Brien every Thursday and Friday.
Ms. Cora, to begin with, what is FAFSA?
Okay. FAFSA is the free application for federal student aid, and every high school senior needs to have a FAFSA account and submit FAFSA in order to get money for college. You can reach me by just coming into Miss Rainey's office any Thursday or Friday. I'm here. You can text me or call me at 617-327-6053. That's not my personal number because I believe in boundaries, but I'll always text you back if you text me with a question and want to make an appointment.
Yeah, she's very helpful. Thank you, Ms. Cora.
You're welcome.
Good morning, OB. I'm Lil Victor, and I'm here with Mr. Rodriguez. He's one of the guidance counselors at OB. So, Mr. Rodriguez, since the college process is basically done for seniors, what should they be focusing on?
So seniors should be focusing on making sure they turn in their brag sheets, because some seniors still haven't turned in their brag sheets. They should make sure they're applying to scholarships, make sure your FAFSA is complete, CSS profile is complete, make sure your schools have received all documents. Schools will be emailing you saying, oh, we're missing certain documents. Just let your guidance counselors know so that we can send those over for you. Things like SAT scores, transcripts, and all of those.
Lastly, what type of advice would you give seniors?
I would tell seniors, make sure you keep your grades up. Schools are still going to be receiving mid-year reports. They're going to receive your final transcript at the end of the year. Scholarships are going to see your grades throughout the year. So the same way a school could say, congratulations, you got in, they can also say, I'm sorry, we take that back, right? So make sure you're staying focused and staying engaged in your studies.
All right, gotcha. Well, seniors, you heard it here from Mr. Rodriguez. Make sure you finish your school year off strong. Back to you guys.
That was definitely refreshing to hear those tips from Mr. Rodriguez and hear about how we can receive help for FAFSA by Ms. Cora. Thank you guys.
I agree, Anushka. It was very good information to hear.
As we transition from high school, there are some real-world problems that we need to be concerned about, mainly sexual harassment.
Yes, you are right, Anushka. Sexual harassment is an issue that has been percolating in the news for the past couple of months, specifically the Me Too movement.
Well, Dahlia Amin is up next with this week's 360.
Good morning, OB. I am Dahlia Amin, and today's OB 360 will be on sexual harassment, specifically the hashtag #MeToo movement. Unless you have been living under a rock, everyone should have some awareness on the recent spate of people who have been speaking up about sexual abuse. The catalyst for this awareness campaign has been Tarana Burke. She began this initiative in 2006 to help survivors of sexual violence as an empathetic way to ensure that survivors knew that they were not alone. The hashtag encouraged victims to give voice to their abuse by bringing to light years of sexual violence that they had endured. The response on Twitter was overwhelming and included posts from several high-profile individuals like Lady Gaga, Ellen DeGeneres, and Terry Crews. Sexual harassment is unwanted advances which can be verbal or physical harassment and can occur against women as well as men. The U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission also states that this type of harassment can also include making offensive remarks about a person's sex. I had the opportunity to speak to several OB students to get their thoughts on this issue and the hashtag #MeToo movement. Good morning, OB. My name is Dahlia Amin, and I am here with
Deandra Evans, I'm a senior.
Alright, Dee Dee, I know that you work. So how does your work deal with sexual harassment?
Well, one of the rules at my job is I work with kids, so one of the rules that we have is as a group we have to travel 3 in a group if we're going to the bathroom or anything like that, because we don't want a kid for one-on-one to say something against me or I say something against a kid and we don't have enough people to say, oh, well, here's what really happened.
Exactly. That's really nice. So, have you ever seen sexual harassment happen at your work?
No. At my job, we try our best to treat everyone the same, have our rules and set our boundaries straight so no one feels ever that they're being harassed or anything like that.
Wow, that's really nice. So, have you ever heard of the Me Too movement, and how do you feel about that?
I've heard of it. I've seen it on Facebook and things like Instagram, and I think it's really great that women are finally speaking out against all the harassment that they feel at their workplaces or in Hollywood or places like that, and they finally have a voice for themselves and they can speak out against what's happening.
Exactly. Well, thank you, Dee Dee. And now I'm here with...
Agnes Ugoji, a senior at the O'Brien.
Alright, Agnes, I know that you work, so how does your work deal with sexual harassment?
And my job, we basically emphasize being a community and working towards the same goal. And we do not condone sexual harassment like in any form. And if somebody is caught, or like if somebody comes up saying that they have been sexually harassed, like my work takes, they're very proactive in stopping that, and whoever is the perpetrator or the predator is gets kicked out, gets fired, no questions asked, because it's a safe environment. Everyone's supposed to feel safe there.
And have you heard of the Me Too movement, Agnes? And how do you feel about that?
I've heard of the Me Too movement, and I've mainly heard a lot of backlash against it about people saying that all these women are only coming up to get back at male supervisors at their works that have treated them wrong, where I feel like it's in the workplace, a lot of women are already in submissive roles, and for them to feel like they have to keep quiet about their sexual harassment is wrong. And I feel like this Me Too movement, it's really important for women who have felt pressured in the work environment, who have been sexually harassed, to actually come up and say, this has happened to me too, and I felt like I had to be quiet about it, but now I don't have to be quiet about it now.
Exactly. Well, thank you, Agnes. Thank you, OB. It is good to hear that our students are aware of the hashtag Me Too movement. Based on my unofficial survey of OB students, it is clear that Tarana Berg's intention has been successful. Silence is deadly, and the hashtag Me Too campaign has given people a platform to acknowledge their harassment, and this is powerful. Berg's Twitter handle has helped people to understand the prevalence of this evil in our society. And although the hashtag Me Too movement has received some backlash, these silence breakers were made the Person of the Year 2017 for Time magazine. The lesson to be learned from all of this is to never be silent. Well, that is all for today's OB360. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Dahlia, for that informative 360.
Remember, OB, this is a school that does not tolerate any form of harassment.
And if you have been harassed or have seen someone being harassed, please tell an adult right away.
Exactly. Well, that is all for today, OB. My name is Anushka Dunkley.
And I am Nicole Carrasco. We are the best. We are O'Brien. See you next week.